Over the years, a great many cars have become iconic, but this is potentially the definitive icon. This is the Land Rover Defender. And this one here at Rydebrook TV is our little Huey. We love this car, and we've brought it down today to Abersoch to meet its brand new big brother, which is sat just over there. And here it is in all its glory. It's finally here. This is the new Land Rover Defender, the rebirth of an icon. So we thought we'd bring down our Huey to meet the new Defender. So what we're going to do is have a look at some of the finer details of the new Defender. Let's start down at the front. This is one of the most hotly anticipated cars of, let's say, the decade, I'd have thought. This exact car is the 110. This is the car available from launch. The 90 will follow later on next year. But let's have a quick look around some of the features. It's undeniably a Defender. You'll see this, circles and squares everywhere. Now that is Defender DNA. The front as well, we've got these plates here, which are just so nice. Air breathers along the side. Now, this car is built on an aluminium monocoque, which means it's stronger and lighter. We also have a weight depth of nearly 1 metre. Now, to put that into perspective, that's roughly here. Can you imagine driving through, well, look at the weather today, driving through a flood, and you could literally wade through pretty much anything when any other car is going to get stuck. And can you just imagine being in this seat with the water here? I feel like you're in a boat. But I think it's so well proportioned, it's undoubtedly a Defender. We've also got this panel here. Now this has been a big talking point of this car. Not a lot of people know what it's for. Neither did I until I actually did some research. So this is for the ladders that go on the side of here. And basically, it's to protect the car. But it just looks stunning, especially in this green with these larger alloy wheels. Everything is just so well proportioned. Now, if we come round to the rear and take a look back here, again, you'll see the Defender design language. Look at this squared off rear. That's just Defender all day long. Again, circles and squares. They're everywhere. The interior of the Defender is stunning. It really, really is. It's got a sort of blend of sophistication and ruggedness. It's undoubtedly Defender. I'm going to keep saying that because this car, I think Land Rover have absolutely nailed it. There was always that sort of thing where you replace an icon. Is it going to live up to the expectations? And well, in my opinion, I think this thing has. I think Land Rover have absolutely nailed it with the styling of this car on the exterior and the interior. I think it's just, all the details are beautiful. You've got the little rivets along the door here and along the centre in here with this sort of floating centre here. It's beautiful, it really, really is. The digital display in front, which is so up to date, gives you a real clear view of all your instruments. This particular model also has heads-up display. This is a Land Rover Defender with heads-up display. That's brilliant. All the steering wheel buttons and things feel just fantastic. You've got your cruise control on this side, a heated steering wheel, which today is a great little option to have. Everything is just beautiful. And then moving round into the center console, it's so simplistic, but yet so functional. I love the way that it looks. I mean, it's not smattered in buttons. You've got all of your air conditioning controls down here. Your ride height is all here too. And your low range gearbox is down here as well. We've got heated seats, we've got cooled seats in this one too. Gear selector is the now typical Land Rover stick. And then let me just touch on the new infotainment system. This is Land Rover's brand new system. Now you won't find this in any other Land Rover product at present other than the Defender. It's so clever and intuitive and it looks beautiful. It also has a very sophisticated AI system. So for example, if you've got the satellite navigation engaged and you're driving through an area that the car knows that you know well, it will turn off the audio signals because it already knows that you know the way. It's so clever. And another little example is, say for example you put Indian food into here, you like a good curry. This car will remember that, so when you're elsewhere it'll automatically look for that particular food. This car learns you, this car knows exactly what you want. It's so clever and intuitive, but it can also go anywhere. I've got absolutely no doubt that this thing could get you absolutely anywhere that you wanted to go. So there is a quick look around some of the features of the new Defender, but now, here are my favourite things about the brand new Land Rover Defender. The Defender has the fantastic new clear sight option, which on the rear view mirror, say you've got a couple of rugby players in the back you can't see out, click the button and then you can see in full high definition. How about the accessibility of this boot? Look at the aperture of this, it's enormous. You can fit pretty much anything in here with ease. And look how easy this is. 2 back seats, up, up, headrest, headrest, done. Ready? Back down, back down, back down, done. This trim here is integral to the structure of the car. It actually shakes when you grab it. Now, the really funny thing is, you can get winched from this point. Can you imagine the trouble you'll be in if you need to get winched from here? That is not a challenge, by the way, don't try that, but that's unbelievable. Another of my favourite things about the new Defender is I know it's all gone sophisticated and grown up, but it's still so rugged. So, for example, down here, you can see that obviously we're in Abersoch, so it's got quite dirty and sandy. This trim here is still able to be jet washed and it's raked, so you can literally just get everything out nice and easy. So it just makes it a lot easier to clean the car. As you can see, with these seats folded down, the space in here is exceptional. You can fit, well, pretty much anything, including all of me, and you can even have a nice little lie back and look at the stars or the rain through your panoramic sunroof. The amount of charging points in here is exceptional. In this modern day and age, with all of these different electronic devices that we need to try and charge, in most cars there's one port. In this, there isn't. We've got 1, we've got 2, we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, and then another 2 in the front, USB-C and the previous USB. That's so modern. So there we have it, a little first look of the new Land Rover Defender, and I think probably the first time on the internet that the old Defender has met the new Defender. Please see in the description below to have a look at our launch dates for our showroom, so you can come and have a look at the new Defender for yourself. Now, if you'd like any more information on the new Defender, do please contact your nearest Rybrook Land Rover retailer. Now, as soon as we get hold of one of these as a demonstrator, we'll be doing a full first drive video with more in-depth looks and driving impressions. Thank you guys ever so much for watching. Do please give this video a like and hit subscribe on Rybrook TV for many more videos just like this to come.